I'm DennyDaniel. I do the Museum of Interesting Things, which is all the stuff you've been seeing over here, which kind of works with what she's doing, what Sharon's doing, but taking it back to the past and bringing it up to date. So the idea is to get the kids to understand that their iPods didn't just pop out of thin air. It came from somewhere. You've all heard of someone called Thomas Edison, because what he did was exactly what Sharon told you, is he took inventions that preceded him and perfected them, which is what Thomas Jefferson did, which is what Leonardo da Vinci did, which is what Thomas Edison did, which is what Einstein did. They took theories, they took inventions that preceded them, and they perfected them. So if you sit there and you look at your iPod and it breaks, what do? Nothing. You throw it away, you go to Apple Store, you know, but you really don't do what they used to do. There was a generation called the Greatest Generation, and the reason why they were called the Greatest Generation, and I have an enormous amount of respect for them, was because they tinkered. They thought about the components of everything. So let me do a little demonstration to kind of illuminate this. Do you guys know each other?
Yes.
Good. Come on. This is a real Edison cylinder plate. You guys have probably never heard this, but this would be the iPod of the time in 1991. That's what people used to listen to back then. The only problem with this is that in this conference, we've got other rooms here, so I'm going to demonstrate a few other wind-up things. Well, you guys do me a favor, can you just lower the volume while I demonstrate a couple of other wind-up things here and some of the other cameras? We're going to get like thrown out. You know, do me a favor, can you take off your shoe for a second? Can you quickly take off your, just quickly, before we get shut down? Yeah, exactly. Because it's a horn. You guys are great. It's a horn. There is no volume, and everything we have, and I tell the kids, everything we have is an invention. At the end of my lectures, I tell them when they go home, after they've seen all the items, email me. Find an item at home. Watch mom make dinner. See what she uses. Toaster oven. Email me all the inventions. I'll find one you didn't. The paint on the cord has to withstand the electricity going through that cord. The plastic, everything about it, every little component on that is an invention that somebody had to develop and eventually had to perfect. Just like Edison took inventions that preceded him and made this one. The whole idea is to get them to bring everything into the real world, to bring everything that they learn in the school. It's all about, like she said, problem solving. That's what we have to inspire these kids to do. Because at this point, when the iPod breaks, if the answer to the question is, I have absolutely no clue to do what to do with that thing, then we have a problem. Because we won't be able to repair our own items. Because we have to sit there and actually teach our kids what we've done. Otherwise, they're going to grow up and take everything for granted, and there'll just be a generation of kids who are entitled. All these things are super important because otherwise they don't understand the progression of inventions that led to this point. Sharon and I are a gateway. What we do is we give you a couple of components, we give you a couple of ideas, we come in and give a couple of demonstrations. That inspires the teachers to think of a few things in their own world that they can add. So, go get them.